baby, and welcome back to Princess Smallbean. Today, we're going to be doing something super fun. We're going to be talking about some super fun games that you can play while you request. For all of these, I'm going to give you guys some suggestions as to how you can play, what you can use to play, but obviously you don't have to do that. You can do whatever you want to. A lot of times I don't really know what to play with when I play with my stuffies or just at all, and seeing other people's ideas is really helpful for me. So I think it'll be helpful for some other people. It's a nice starting point. Once you get started, usually it's a lot easier to continue, so hopefully this will be helpful. So first up is Kingdoms. For this game, you can play with all your stuffies and your pets, and you can also use some fun props. I like to dress up with a pretty tiara and a dress that makes me feel super duper pretty. You can play this game a lot of different ways, but my favorite way to do it is to start off with a coronation. So I try to set up all my stuffies as much as possible so they're like looking at me, and I could have either me or one of my stuffies be the royalty member of the game and have a coronation for them, where they're crowned princess or prince or king or queen. You can split your stuffies up into different groups, where some of them are on one kingdom and the other are on a different kingdom. And maybe you could have like wars or peace negotiations or epic tea parties. There's so many options here. You could even pretend that you have more stuffies than you actually have, or pretend that there's people with you, so that way you can have endless kingdoms full of endless people. Another super fun game is the Deserted Island. In Deserted Island, you can make yourself a blanket fort or put all the pillows around you on your bed so you can pretend that it's a shelter. And you can pretend that you're all alone with all your stuffy friends on your island and you have to survive. You can use water bottles and you can use fun kitchen toys to pretend that you're making food and things like that. And you can go out on adventures from wherever your fort is and pretend it's the island and you're having fun with all your friends. You can have a rescue mission, or maybe you can pretend that you are going out to rescue all your stuffies. A whole lot of opportunities here. The next super fun thing you can do is you can play spaceship. This you could also use a blanket fort, or you can pretend by using a cardboard box or something like that. And you can decorate it so that it looks like it's your spaceship. You know where to find astronaut food? You can do that. Like things like astronaut ice cream. Or you can use actual food and just pretend it's astronaut food, so it's like you're eating on the spaceship. And you can also dress up in an astronaut suit if you have one of those. That'd be pretty cool. Or you can make your own somehow. Like if you make a helmet or something, that'd be pretty cool. Also pretend to go on missions onto the outside world of the planet. Or you can pretend that something's going on inside the spaceship and you have to fix it. See, a lot of different things you can do there. Once you get started, it's probably a lot easier to continue. The next thing you could play is school or daycare. This is one of my favorite things to do. You can pretend that you're a teacher and you're making lessons for all your stuffies for a lot of different things. You could do things like math or science or like language or whatever, or you can make up your whole entire thing. Like you can make up your own language or your own subject or your own math or something, and you can have a lot of fun with it. If you need ideas on what to teach, a lot of things that I do is I will go onto BrainPop and I'll watch some of their videos, and then I'll make my own PowerPoint or draw on the whiteboard, things from there, and then I can kind of start from there and keep going. You could teach your stuffies how to draw or paint or a bunch of other things like that too. So that can be a lot of fun. Another super fun thing that I like to do is to pretend that I'm in a fictional world from one of my favorite books. I'll pretend that I am at Hogwarts, either with all my stuffies or by myself, or I'll pretend that I used to pretend that I was in like Percy Jackson a lot, or sometimes I would pretend that I was in a fairy tale. Recently, I've been pretending that I'm in this world. Honestly, I really do like the world that this book sets up, and I haven't read any of the other books because a lot of people who have similar taste in books than me thought it wasn't their favorite, and I don't want to like ruin my appreciation for the world and everything, so I've only read this one, but I really like the world that this book sets up, so I like to be in it and pretend that I'm after school taking classes and learning how to be a princess. It's a lot of fun. Another thing that I love to do is to pretend to be a doctor. Now, I don't have my doctor's toy set anymore. I used to have a Doc McStuffins one, but I don't know where it is. So a lot of times I'm just pure pretending. But I pretend to be a doctor, and it's super duper fun. I can give checkups and do x-rays and all that stuff. It's super fun. I had to kick her out because she was being too loud. But her little paw. She wants to come here. Alright, I'll let you in if you promise to be quiet. Promise to be quiet? Okay. Another fun thing to play is store. I love to play store. I used to have one of those little cashier things that go beep beep beep, but none of those are at my house anymore. So now I just pretend. But it's super fun. You can use random stuff around your house, like small items or just things that make you happy, to be the items in the shop. And you can sell them and pretend to be the cashier and count money. You can make your own money too and decorate it. It's so much fun. I love it so much and highly recommend it. Another fun thing you can do is you can make a Stuffy Olympics. You can make an obstacle course for your stuffies or for your pets. And you can make them one-on-one and have fun. You can be the judge, or they can be the judge, and you can be the person competing. There's a lot of fun things you can do here. You can do your favorite sports. You can make up your own sports. Super fun. Another super fun thing is to have a concert. If you like to sing or play instruments, or if your stuffies like to do that, you can have a concert for them and have you or them be the audience. Super fun. I like to sing karaoke songs. Another super fun thing to do is to open a stuffy hair salon. I would not recommend actually cutting their hair, especially on my friend Mainty's over here. His hair is just pride and joy, and I haven't gone to school, so I don't know how to cut hair. But it's super fun. You can get a brush and brush out the hair, or you can pretend it's there was a tag on him. Oh my god, that will not do! I must fix that. But it's super fun. You can pretend to be in your own hair salon. You can do it on any dolls that you have or your stuffies. The thing that I really like to do is to pretend that I'm a fashion designer and I can make clothes. I don't have any cloth to do it, but if you did, that'd be super cool. And then you can pretend that your stuffies are on the runway, or you can have a fashion show with the clothes you already have, or any doll clothes that you have for your dolls or your stuffies, and it can be lots of fun. Freddy here is the one with the best outfit. Another thing you can do is to pretend that you are in a kitchen and you're a chef. One of my favorite movies is Ratatouille, so this is something that I also do a lot. I used to have kitchen toys, but I do not know where the heck they went these. So a lot of times I'm just pretending on using real pots and pans, but without any food. Don't tell my mom. So I just pretend that I'm cooking up gourmet food, and my stuffies either are the chefs or they're the customers. Sometimes I pretend to be a food reviewer or that they're the food reviewer. It's super fun. Alright everyone, that's all I have for you guys today. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you want to see more videos like this, or if you've had any other suggestions, please let me know down in the comments below. I plan to make a lot more videos for you guys this upcoming summer. I want to try and upload twice a week, but that's probably not going to always happen. But that is my goal. I'm thinking I'm going to start to upload at least on Fridays. So thank you for 700 subscribers, and I'll see you guys next week.